Hi, this is Peggy for Beachcomber Communications again here at SIWC. We're doing a wonderful set of interviews today, and now I finally captured Brenda Carre. And Brenda and I have been friends on Facebook for a while. We kind of know each other, like passing in the hallway, and Bill Pope is a mutual friend of ours as well. So yeah, and Brenda and I both volunteered here at SIWC last year, but I want to talk to you about this fantasy and fiction work that you're doing. So this is your first story published?
Sorry, this is my first pro sale. Yeah, and that happened in January of this year as a result of doing a lot of work with short fiction. And I had been sending work away to magazines and things, but this particular story took the fancy of Gordon Van Gelder, and he bought it.
Wonderful. Just so the authors know too, how many times did you have to send this story out before you sold it?
Believe it or not, I only sent it to one other magazine.
Oh no, that's not what authors want to hear. They want to hear you send it 1,000 times before you sold it.
I have sent stories out probably many times. I have stories that I haven't sold yet, and I guess it's just the whole process of keeping on trying. Not every story is going to be a fabulous story. It isn't always going to hit the right mark, so it could have to do with taste. It could have to do with just not sending it to the right, the right place, or it being too long, too short, something in there that is the same as something else that they just took. So sometimes there's an X factor that's involved, and sometimes it's just the right thing at that particular time that they want.
Wow, and this is such a beautiful cover too. Your story is right here, and it's titled The Tale of the Nameless Chameleon. Lovely. And you are working on some other fiction now too, some YA fiction. Tell us about that.
Well, currently what I'm working on is a story about a boy with a ghost dog. It's contemporary YA in the sense that he has a dog that he thinks is a real dog until he finds out he's invisible, and then after a while he finds out he isn't actually a dog. He's masquerading. He's a demon, a rift demon, who's masquerading as a dog in order to gain something for himself. And so it's a question about trust and about growth and so on. And it's a YA, so they travel all the way from here through hell, through you name it.
So is this a novel-length story?
It's a novel-length. It's about 60,000 words.
Wow.
And in essence, they're trying to keep Hitler and Vlad the Impaler from taking over the world.
Okay, so just keeping it small and simple. I love that. Well, when can we expect the next story to come out?
Well, the next story I still have yet to be bought. I've sent something else to Gordon as of a month or so ago, and I'm hoping that, we'll take again. But basically it's just sending out and sending out. So I send out stories, 2 or 3 stories a month.
Yep.
And, some take and some don't.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's about persistence. You got to be there.
It's absolutely about persistence. It's absolutely about continuing to write, and gaining the confidence in the genre, and reading a lot. I think that people who read short stories, are better, in the whole process of writing, because you get a sense of what a good length is and how they're paced and so on, because the pacing is really different than writing long fiction.
It is.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you, because I'm really wanting to read this now, actually, and I want to read the next one that comes out. Can I get a sneak peek of the next thing? That would be awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
That would be my delight.
Okay. Well, come back and tell us later what's happened with this book, because we really want to know. Be sure that you write on the blog, or at least send us an email so that we can have an update.
Absolutely. I'll be delighted to do that.
Thanks, Brenda.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. We'll do more interviews later today at SIWC. Bye, everybody.